So my lovely ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do next is we are going to find all solutions for 0 equals 5x squared plus 15x minus 12. Now find all solutions means find all the zeros. And so the best way to do that is usually by factoring. So for factoring, since this is a trinomial or it has 3 terms, we are going to draw the pitchfork. Now the pitchfork connects the first term and the last term because we're going to multiply those together. Alright, so my lovely ladies and gentlemen, 5 times negative 12 gives us negative 60. Now we are going to try and add to the middle term, which is positive 15. So what we have to do to factor this is to find a pair of numbers that multiplies to negative 60 but adds to positive 15. Now you might notice something strange with this in that it doesn't factor. There are no pairs of numbers that work this way. So, my lovely ladies and gentlemen, in order to do this, in order to solve a quadratic equation that doesn't factor, we have to use the quadratic formula. Now this is something I will give to you. You do not have to memorize it. It is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and all of it is over 2a. Now the quadratic formula works in all cases. You don't have to check that it factors before this. It will work whether or not it does, but this is usually something that's a little bit longer. So my lovely ladies and gentlemen, all we're going to do is we are going to start plugging these in. Now remember that these go alphabetically. So here is A. A would be 5. B is going to be this positive 15 right here. And C is going to be this negative 12. So we're just going to plug them in where it's appropriate and we're going to start solving it down. So I've got negative b, and b is that 15, plus or minus the square root of 15 squared minus 4 times my a value, which is the 5, c value, which is the negative 12. Don't forget to take the negative with it. And the square root goes over all of that. And it's over top of 2 times a. Now a is that 5 out front. Now all we're going to do is we're going to start simplifying and we're going to go in pieces. This piece first, because sometimes there's a double negative and we just get rid of that. In this case it stays negative 15. My plus or minus is going to stay the same. My square root is going to stay the same. We're going to figure out what 15 squared. So 15 squared minus 4 times 5 times negative 12. Be careful of that negative. We get a positive 465 under there. Because this is a negative and this is a negative, it turns out to be a plus value. And all of it is over 2 times 5, which is 10. Now, my lovely ladies and gentlemen, because that 465 number is not a perfect square, or in other words, if you take the square root of 465, you get a decimal, we're going to leave it like this. These are the solutions.